What's the difference in owner-operator freight and mega carrier freight? I'm going to explain some of those differences coming up next. Let go. There.
I know there's a name, gotta be a name for this shit. I just don't know what to call it. I know there's a name, gotta be a name for this shit. I just don't know what to call it. Yeah, hurt so much in the last month, live every day like it's the last one. Can't trust nobody, I've been betrayed by everybody.
What's going on? Welcome back to another edition of On Point Trucking Concepts with your main man, LoShawn Parks. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I do appreciate that. I guess I can go ahead and give a finally, LoShawn has come back to the sleeper berth videos. Yeah, man. Happy to be back doing the videos inside of my sleeper berth. It's been a long time coming, but hey, you know, good things come to those who wait, right? So there you go. All right, so in today's video, what I'm going to talk to you guys about is what is the difference in owner-operator freight and mega carrier freight. First thing I want to start out by saying is that I know you guys see the shirt right here. Okay, I'm going to put this out there, disclaimer right now. I know you guys still see me wearing the shirt that says Prime Inc., okay? People, it's a work shirt, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves here or think nothing differently, okay? I'm not at Prime anymore, and I'm just working, okay? So that's what it is, okay? I got a lot of these shirts, so it's no need that since I'm not there anymore not to wear a shirt. You know, a shirt is a shirt. I'm just using it to work in. So I want to put that disclaimer out there real quick. So some of the differences in owner-operator freight, i.e. load board freight, agent freight, opposed to mega carrier freight, okay? Freight that you get from a dispatcher. Freight that the dispatcher gets from sales, okay? So if you didn't know that the company you're at, your dispatcher gets that from sales, you know, we got to put some stuff out here because some people, it don't register, okay? So you got to make it sound clear for them. You got to make it clear for them, okay? So the major difference is with a lot of these mega carriers, they haul a lot of heavy material, okay? Haul a lot of heavy material. For instance, on flatbed side when I was at Prime, a lot of things that we hauled are lumber, cast iron, pipe, what's some other things that are pretty heavy. I would just call it basically general freight, okay? General freight. There's nothing customized for the most part or specialized about anything that a lot of the mega carriers are carrying. They're carrying general freight, okay? Truth be known is that they're carrying freight that nobody else wants to really carry, okay? So you don't see, well, you do see lumber loads on the load board, but of course the lumber loads are heavy. You know, they're 47,000 pounds, 45,000 pounds. You got to tarp it. Some of them you got to tarp, some of them you don't. But nobody really wants to deal with that kind of weight because when you start dealing with that kind of weight, you start burning up a lot of fuel, okay? The only way that those loads make sense, being on the owner-operator, is if they're paying well, okay? And when we start saying paying well, 45 and 47,000 pounds, it better be, you know, the upper range of $2, you know, the upper range of $2.75 and better, $3 or better, you know. Especially if you have to tarp. Now you're talking about, you know, it needs to be $3 or higher. And a lot of times those loads are not going to pay that. Now there is some out there that may pay that, but it's far few and in between, okay? So those companies, somebody needs to move the freight, right? Somebody need to move it. So the mega carriers will move it, okay? Now they're going to move it for dirt cheap because no owner operator, no load board, or nobody is going to move that freight for in that weight for that price. So the mega carrier got to eat, okay? So they're just going to snatch it up, eat it up. And the reason why they're going to snatch it up, eat it up is because they have multiple trucks. So they can afford to have 10 of those or 20 of those loads and eat off of that, opposed to an owner operator who may have 1 or 2 trucks. They can't eat that rate, okay? And some of you guys may be asking, well, what is that rate? When I was at Prime, I was seeing lumber loads and heavy pipe loads and things of that nature to be $1.15, $1.20, $1.30. You'll be lucky if you get $1.50. Okay, let's just put it like that. You'll be lucky if you get $1.50 with the mega carriers. Whereas out here, being owner operator, you don't see the same rates that the mega carriers do. Now, the reason why mega carriers can get the rate at what they get it at so low is because they can move, like I said, so much commodity. They can move a lot of commodity, whereas the owner operator, he can't move as much commodity. So when he does move it, it has to be well worth his dollar or well worth his reason of moving it. Another thing that I'm seeing since I've been on the owner operator side, on this side of the game now, is it's a lot of different freight out here that at Prime I just didn't touch. We never had. Not that I didn't touch, but not that it was that we didn't have it. Okay, I'm seeing vans. I'm seeing, and the reason why I guess Prime didn't have vans because they don't have the ramps for the vans, which I do have ramps on my step deck. But like for instance, right now I'm on a load, which I'm pretty mad about. I'm on this load because I had a 7 o'clock appointment, and here it stands. I think 12:30 on, what is today? Tuesday, and I'm still not offloaded. And the reason I'm not offloaded is because one of the trucks that we're carrying, each of us are carrying two, what am I trying to say? We're carrying two counter weights. Yeah, we're carrying two counter weights. Okay, basically the weights that go on a crane, okay, to hold a crane down. So one of the trucks decided that he wanted to get close to the edge of the road, and yeah, he kind of took a spill. Okay, up here in Salem, South Carolina. If ain't none of y'all been up here in Salem, South Carolina, hey man, if you get a load coming this way, don't come. I just go say, man, it's a lot of mountains up here, man. I'm only 44,000 pounds, man, and I had to drop all the way down in the 5th gear coming up the mountain just because the mountain is so steep, man. And it's, yeah, okay. Just remember that one. Salem, South Carolina, yeah. Don't take a load up here, okay? Unless you light. If you anything heavy, 20,000 or better, you're gonna struggle getting up the mountain, okay? But this load, I went 200 miles and it paid me $1,000, okay? Now at Prime, when I was at Prime, you would never see a load like this, okay? It just, certain loads you won't see, and maybe Prime didn't want to carry it because I guess of the commodity. I'm not quite sure, but it's loads like this that you wouldn't you would never see. Okay, you pretty much have the standard stuff: building material, lumber, piping, a lot of stuff that you have to tarp. Okay, and with me being over here, a lot of stuff I see you don't have to tarp. Okay, now it does have the option where it says on the board, on the load board, for if it's calling for a tarp. But to me, after doing tarping for 3.5 years and throwing tarps, now I have the option to where if it don't pay good pay for tarping, then it don't get done. So I look on the board to make sure of that. Give me 1 second. My bad, I thought they was about to offload me. I'm sorry about that. Now, as I was saying about tarping, I just don't do tarping now unless it pays well. If it don't pay well, I'm not gonna tarp it. Another thing that I don't do lumber. I don't do heavy commodity. Now this one was pretty heavy. Like I said, it was 44,000 pounds, but it paid damn near $3 a mile. Okay, to be precise, like $3.30 a mile. So it was worth taking. Okay, or worth dealing with, I guess, some of the headache, because I guess we didn't know that the truck was gonna, go off to the side of the road and stuff like that, and that this was gonna be in the mountains. But nevertheless, it paid $3 and $3 plus to me, so it was worth the take. Now, the relaxing thing and cool thing about being on a low board, you probably heard several other YouTubers say this. If you guys watch other YouTubers, that you dispatch yourself, okay? And that is cool and that's fun, but The thing about being on load board is you can mess up yourself on the load board, okay? You can dispatch yourself incorrectly or hurt yourself. And what do I mean by hurt yourself?
I know there's a name, gotta be a name for this shit. I just don't know what to call it.